1.2k likes, woohoo! I'm not getting paid to say that. It's the drag race of the century. That's a bit of oversteer. Yay! Let's go. What's up guys, and welcome to this review by AutoTopNL. My name is Martijn, not Max. Martijn is just a silly Dutch name. It's like Martin, but it's not. Max is away for a weekend and this is the only day that it's sort of dry, so I'm taking over and I'm going to review this BMW X4M competition. So it's the 510 horsepower one and not the 480 horsepower X4M. That competition badge gives you 30 horsepower. Max already reviewed the X3M competition and he told you all about the technical stuff. So if you want to check out that review, click in the top right corner. So when I drove up here, I thought, what am I going to do different with this review? Because yeah, it's a more sloping roofline, it's a bit more aggressive, it's wider, it's longer, it's lower than an X3M, but that's about it. So I kind of need your help. So I asked you guys to send in your questions, for which I used a community post. If you've never checked out our community section, I'll give you a screen recording so you can see what I mean. AutoTopNL community. Yeah, here it is. 1 hour ago I asked you guys 1.2k likes, woohoo! 50 answers. Does it come with turn signals? I really like that question. Let's try that out later on the Autobahn. Is it capable to off-road? We want to see 0 to 100 on the dirt. Where am I going to do that? I'm not sure if we're going to do that, Burak. How much can you see from the rear window? Now that's a classic car journalism question. From outside to in, it's pretty good. But yeah, this is kind of a letterbox. Not that much really. It's kind of a Lamborghini. You gotta crash it straight into a wall at 100 kph. You get a cookie if you do, great. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Would be great for the views though. Why choose the X4 over an X3? Yeah, that's a good question. Will it drift? Can you give me this car? Please ask BMW. Can we get some drift? Can I fit a small giraffe in it? I mean, I could have taken one of the little horsies, but they're not here. So let's try that a different time. Is it worth being called the M competition? Comfort compared to the RS4 or 5. Let's see, how is the speed compared to the X3? Which one would you choose? Can you sleep in the back seat? Yeah, I think you can actually. It's quite spacious, even though you have this sloping roofline. It's pretty spacious, I'd say. Okay, drifted. Fuel consumption. Okay, yeah, I think I can do something with this. Thank you guys. Is it better than an RS6 2020? You know, I don't know. Even after driving both of them, what's better? Okay, how does he do that, Max? He starts right here, I guess, and he talks about all the stuff that's going on, and then he takes you guys on the Autobahn, and that's about it, right? Okay, let's give it a try. These are the competition wheels, and we have a competition front grille, which gives you that black kidney grille with an X4M badge in it. And yeah, it's quite aggressive. As I said, it's a bit lower, wider than the X3M, and I'm curious if it's going to be faster from 100 to 200 because you have a more aggressive roofline, it's lower, so you have less drag. Should, in theory, make it a bit faster than the X4M, I'd say. We have 21-inch wheels with the best tire out there, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tire. Great in cold and damp conditions, and when it's super hot they perform nearly as good as cup tires. So yeah, they are awesome. I'm not getting paid to say that. I do like the look of the X4M. It's way more aggressive than the X3 and it's more of an M look, I'd say. Especially the back with those aggressive rear light units and that black X4M competition badge. This black spoiler that has such a nice contrast with that red body color. Yeah, I really like that. Is it pretty? No, not really. I wouldn't call it that, but it's aggressive, and I think being aggressive is more important than being pretty for the M product. And we do have those M side view mirror caps with that little thingy pointing at the car, which is a traditional M feature. Really like that. It's pretty cold and windy today. Yeah, well, now we have to check out the engine, right? Man, I never watch his videos. No, I'm kidding. I'm his biggest fan, actually. Yeah, this is the engine. This is the S58 engine. 510 horsepower, 600 Newton meters. If you don't pay the extra for the competition and you go for the regular X4M, you get 480 horsepower. Torque remains the same. Yay! Yeah, it has, this is the new M engine, right? This is hot stuff at the moment. This is the new M3, M4 engine. So this is very important. It has forged internals. It has water to air intercooler. It's engineered to do a lot more than 510 horsepower. I mean, let me tell you, this thing performs unlike anything else. But as I said, for all the technicalities, you have to watch the review by Max. Now, I'm going to take you round the car again, and I'm going to ask you to vote in the top right corner and rate the looks of this car. Oh man, I feel like him, and it's awesome. Is it still running? Yes, it is. Okay, so will it drift? Yes, it will. Should I show you today? I mean, it's a bit damp, and you know, my driving skills aren't as mad as Max's. Mad Max, see what I did there? So if you want to see Max drifting the X4M, again, watch his video. You know, I'm more like you guys. I think I can drive, but I can't. Okay, what I am going to do is show you how ridiculously fast this car really is. I'm going to use our draggy. Connect. Wow, what a fast connection. I'm going to start it up. I'm going to start up this GoPro. I'm going for M1 mode. So I have Sport Plus for the engine. I'm going for Sport with the suspension and Sport steering. And I'm going to show you how fast this car really is. And we're going to use the Sport displays, which will show you the amount of horsepower we're using and torque in Newton meters. So here we go, we have four-wheel drive sport. So this MX drive system is going to send most of the power to the back to make it more sporty and more alive, I'd say. But we don't have two-wheel drive like with the M5, which you can just put in maniac mode and go drifting with it. You can drift this car, you can. I mean, Max showed you guys in the past, but we get in trouble with YouTube when we drift cars.
Quarter mile. 60. 60.
Please shut up. Let's check out the tire temperatures. Yeah, it's quite low, it's 15 degrees. So let's heat up those tires and then use launch control to show you guys how fast this thing can launch. Some braking, yeah, then hit the throttle again to really warm up those tires. We are going to the Autobahn and check out how it performs over there and tell you all about... Oh. That was a bit of oversteer. So will it drift? Yes, it will. Now let's find that dirt road and do a launch control. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. BMW wouldn't like me doing that. Just for practical reasons, you can go 100 kph on a B road in Germany. So we can do a 0 to 100 measurement legally, not a problem. So this thing should do 0 to 100 in 4.2 seconds, but we have the competition, so that makes it 4.1 seconds. But let me show you that it can do it quicker than that, I think. And let's make a bet. You know, some of you guys may think it's not going to do less than that. It's too heavy. It doesn't have really like 700 horsepower. It's not going faster than 4.1 seconds. But this thing, this draggy 10 Hertz GPS with this great app, it's an awesome petrolhead gadget and we sell it on our website. But if it's going to do less than 4.1 seconds, I'm going to give you the biggest discount we've ever done. 20 euros and free shipping, and shipping is about 20 euros as well, so that's 40 euros discount with the code X4M. But the only thing we need to do is go below 4.1 seconds. Let's go. Build up the boost. Too much wheel spin. 3.9 seconds with wheel spin and a positive slope. So I was going slightly uphill and it still managed to do a 3.92. This thing is insane. It really, really is. I mean, whoopsie. I think someone should really dyno this car. That's a bit of oversteer and a small drift, so check for that question. If you use the discount code, you get 20 euros off the draggy, and I'm going to send it to you anywhere in the world for free. As a celebration of this mighty, mighty BMW X4M competition. I like it. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with it. I currently have a daughter, 6 months old, and I have 2 dogs and a girlfriend, and you know, you need quite a bit of space to go anywhere, and this car would really be a dream to me. Oh, okay, it doesn't sound that good from the outside. It doesn't have any of the burbles or the bangs that the S55 engine made, especially with the M-Performance exhaust. I mean, M-Performance exhaust, they are gone, they don't exist anymore. But we can't blame BMW. We can't. It's the EU. You know, they have a war on power, on fuel consumption, and on sound at the moment. So yeah, from the inside it sounds pretty mean, I'd say, like a classic BMW straight six sound. I really like it. So here we are at the Autobahn. Let's see if you guys have any more questions. Quarter mile time. Yeah, we're going to record it in a minute. Does it come with turn signals? We're definitely going to test that one out. Suspension. Yeah, we're going to talk about that later on. I think that's about it. So let's go to the Draggy app and let's see what it does. Quarter mile. Let's go for M1 again and let's see what it will do on the quarter mile. X4M does 10.14 seconds from 100 to 200. This on the quarter mile, 12 seconds, 12.06 as you can see. There you have it. It does 12 seconds on the quarter mile. 100 to 200 in 10.10 seconds. So even though this has a more sloping roofline, it's not really quicker than the X4M. This is a BMW. I'm going over to the right now. Wow, what's that blinking light unit? Those are turning signals. Car journalism to the max right here. Well, max isn't right here, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's check out the torque. I'm in 6th gear right now. 100 kph. I'm going to floor it. Nothing happens. Now we have the 600 Newton meters building up. Here we go. Is that Golf going to overtake me? It's the drag race of the century. I got him. I got him in 1 gear. There we go. It's now really picking up. 210. Oh my god, this thing is a strong ass engine. Jesus Christ. So how does it compare to the GLC 63S? That was another question that needed answering. This is way more dynamic and sporty. That GLC feels like a GLC with a big V8 in it, which it kind of is, but it's not as engaging and track focused as this weapon. In sport mode, this suspension is really like an M. If you put it in comfort, it's not comfortable. I can imagine that you would say this car is too stiff, too hard. Just go for a GLC 63, which is way softer, or an X4M 4Ti, which is also way softer and has that B58 engine, which is also great, a perfect daily car. But this X4M competition is just a focused track weapon, even though you won't drive it on the track. But it's an M. It's a true M car, and I love it. Unfortunately, that's the border, so fun is over, as someone would say. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the big button right here. If you want to check out another POV review by Max, click up here. If you want to check out the POV review playlist, click here. And if you want to buy a Draggy with that discount, click here. Bye guys.